a vial of blood about someone's neck there. It seems to be filling up with all sorts.
I'm just watching these fish.
Yeah. By the time these people start to slowly trickle in, your fish is done.
All right, then I'll go
Who's
back to the table.
All right. As you go back to table, you do see more of them start to filter in as the noise level starts to increase.
But do I recognize that I don't recognize these people? Or do I just think this is okay?
You recognize the thugs from here and there. They're generally meant to keep the peace or do strong man shit or
Okay.
act as guards. You recognize the engineers. You've seen a mage or two, but you don't recognize the healer.
Huh.
And you certainly don't recognize near as many that are coming out the woodwork now.
Oh, so they're new here.
As
She
far
takes
as
a
you're
mental
aware,
note.
you don't remember seeing them.
She takes a mental note and
Time
takes
to
it with her
go
to the
and
table.
So you've got the fish now.
I
Mhm.
got the fish.
You all have your food.
I mean,
I-
the rest
Welcome,
of us.
oh bearer of the fish. Person who definitely wasn't crying this morning.
I got fish. Oh, so
Are
what's with
you
Exactly.
all these
okay,
new
Vixie?
people?
I'm concerned. We're all concerned.
Oh no, sounds a little fishy to me.
Go fuck yourself,
I
sir.
got-
I'm gonna look into his mind.
All right.
I'm gonna find something to blackmail him with momentarily, temporarily.
As you see, all right, and wisdom save. Now he fails. As you kind of peer into his mind, and he's a thug that usually works as a guard. And he's usually pretty bored in the one area, so he's just trying to have fun.
So
Does he have any? Do I have any dirt on him?
he
Uh,
likes to wear women's underwear on shift.
Well, so do I. That's not weird.
Well, so does
Maybe you
it.
should wear my underwear while I'm wearing it. No, I don't say that.
well, he's not wearing underwear.
I am.
Him.
No, she's not. She put some on this morning, but I sleight of handed it.
Wait, what?
But yeah, the thug's not wearing underwear. You could probably pants him.
I see. Going commando. Not really a very good situation for yourself.
I
Going
doubt
public.
it's particularly unusual in this time period.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
What is-
I'd be surprised they're wearing anything. Maybe
Well,
should
they're
go
probably wearing
somewhere else.
clothes at least.
Also, he's holding a dagger in his sheath between his butt cheeks, ready to pull it out and stab someone as needed.
You're not
I
fooling
mean, that's
anyone with whatever-
impressive.
You're not fooling anyone with that knife between your.
Yeah, you're supposed to wear that in the front to compensate.
Would rather I pull it out of me groin.
No.
To be frank,
I
it'd be
mean-
more accessible that way. Maybe you'd cut yourself by accident as well.
I
which
still
would be
have
bad.
no idea what you're referring to, as no one has specifically said what you're talking about.
Oh well, I guess I'll just take my sharp ideas and leave. As you walk off.
Sharp ideas! Because he was talking about the knife!
It's not
I
really
guess
Man,
funny.
Ilya,
got
you
this,
sure
and I'm like,
have a
what's
habit of
going
talking
on?
about things you don't know in character.
I'm pretty sure he
This is
did
like
say.
the third time you've done that.
I'm pretty sure Zokas did say about the knife and whatnot. You're not
I'm
fooling
Yeah, pretty
anyone.
afraid
much.
she didn't actually bring up that it was a knife at any point. She just said you should probably take that out.
Then I misheard.
Oh no, I did the thingy.
I thought you said about the knife.
And I just presume whatever a critic tells me is something I know.
Secretly, he's very lonely.
Oh. Anyway, eat your
Alright.
damn fish so we can get on to the meeting, woman.
Yeah, Vixie.
She's eating it.
No, Vixie. Eat the fish.
She is.
No, I mean you.
Storm is eating the fish.
Okay, never mind.
All right. And as we continue forward, it's 5-10 minutes later when someone you haven't seen in a while shows up.
Who the hell's that?
My god, it's you! Whoever you are!
You guys, what are you doing here?
Well, I was employed.
Heathrow, who the
And
hell
who are
is
you?
Oh, I'm Kiryu the
As he-
Clown. Pleasure to meet you. I
uh,
go to shake
He's
his hand
very
with like
special. Be gentle with him, sir.
I go to shake his
Alright.
hand with like one of those little buzzer
Yeah, yeah,
shock
yeah.
buzzers.
Yeah, he currently it's currently how he's currently how he looks inside said picture.
Right.
He shakes your hand, and
Actually,
you
no, that
feel his hand is kind of weird. Like the underneath of his hand is harder than the surface.
already. You have unusual hands. You got an artificial limb or something?
That's kind of rude to say.
He just shakes his
No,
head
it
and goes.
isn't. Shut up, alien girl.
He
Oh,
just shakes his head and goes, "Nope, I can do this." As as you see him kind of relax a little, and then all throughout his body, scales seemingly sprout as he holds up his arm, the sleeve falling down,
Oh.
and you see the scales kind of climb up his arm.
that's pretty neat. I could do this.
Oh, you're that guy. I hope you're not too upset about the fact that the person who was most interested in you is incredibly dead now.
No, it's all right. It happens in adventures all the time. I just hope I'm not up. I just hope I'm not next.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
pretty
I
neat.
think
Pulling
Killia
it
wants
out.
to show you a trick.
Yeah, I said, oh, that's pretty neat. I could do this. And he pulls out his juggling daggers and juggles them.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
And then he's going to sleight of hand to make it look like an accident that I'm going to drop one of the daggers into his foot. Hey.
So you do actually drop it in his foot.
Yeah.
Whoops. No,
I
I'm
guess so. You do it subtly. Roll
Yeah.
dagger attack.
already.
See if it's piercing enough.
I think it pissed.
Oh yeah, it just goes right through his foot as he goes, "My fucking foot, you
Oh,
fucking asshole!"
oh, I'm so
Hey,
sorry. Someone get to the medical attention for this man.
All right. As he pulls
I
this
just
out of his,
immediately use
Pull the
healing,
knife out.
healing blood. Just fuck it.
Mm.
yeah,
Leave it in there.
I just ripped my dagger out and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and he
Oh,
just
gi-
sits
gi-
back
give
at
me
the
a moment.
table.
As he also casts Cure Wounds. Oh, much better.
I
What the
just,
hell was that about?
I, it,
Let
it was
me
a,
afraid, you fucking clown.
it's an
As I
accident.
said, he's somewhat special. You have to. We're trying to teach him that it's possible to not be a complete waste of human space.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, not just human. Just waste of life.
When have we been doing that?
Just recently, Storm. I'm afraid you were out of the room, but it turns out that his only parenting figure is an absolute piece of shit, and that we should do our best to teach him that that's not normal.
Honestly, Blake, if you keep
But
insulting my
I
mentor,
don't want
I
him
might
to
have to
replace
kill you.
Camel.
All right.
You don't want
Zuko,
him to replace Pam? Well, Pamela is dead.
I know she's dead.
Zuko, roll me history and
No, no.
perception.
Me?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
We both said me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zoka.
Okay.
History and perception.
Percepzione to.
Perception.
All right.
Oh yeah.
As this happens, as you guys start to cast your healing spells, and it looks like a small crowd is gathering. You see two people. You guys see two people come forth, but only one of them you recognize. As you see him come forward, and just behind, and a little ways, you recognize the familiar staff tap. As you have a visitor.
This person. Oh great. The bell's ringing. I'll be
They're
right.
calling you too. That's disappointing.
And the healer comes up to you. That looked like a bad wound.
Yeah,
You
it
doing
looked
okay?
like a bad wound, but it's gone now.
Oh,
So
okay.
long as it's gone.
Does she recognize me, however?
You might want to watch. She doesn't even look your direction, but you get to feeling it's directed at you as you hear. Watch out! Watch out for that bone.
Bone.
She's looking over at. She walks through the crowd parting for small crowd parting for her. She looks as they look confused as to who she is, but she has a visitor's pass thing hanging around her neck. And looking at the wound, she glances up at you, says, "Watch out for the bone," and looks back to the wound.
Okay, this is important. This. Oh, hey, Laura. Was there a way I addressed her, like Miss, a professor, teacher? There's a surname.
Whatever you wanted to really call her that wasn't insulting.
Mhm.
Well, super insulting. You could probably have like a pet name or something for her.
Madam Big Titties.
Hey, Professor. Glad to see you here.
It's wonderful to see you again too, though I wish it was at better notes. All right, who's this then? Heathrow says.
There are people pleased to see you. I look at Zoka.
Yeah, she's my professor. She taught me what I know now. You know, the weird, sparkly stuff that comes out of my
Oh, so
brain.
you're
What
responsible
does
for.
Zoka currently look like?
Yeah, I think I fucked up deleting one of the pictures, though.
I don't care. I am asking the question. What does Zoka currently look like?
Oh, I'll just get the token
It's
out.
like the
'cause I think I
drow
have it.
guy with the fucking.
Because
He posted a
I
picture last
assume
session.
you no longer look like the character you look like when you knew this character.
No, but it seems like she recognizes me because
I
She can
know, but
see
it's
the
worth
fucking
pointing
picture.
out in character.
I know. Trying to find a damn picture. There it is. No, wait, that's not it. There it is. I don't want to post any bullshitting around.
Now, all I needed was that you don't look like Luella used to. That would have solved this conversation, like, right when it started. Is that true?
Yes, I don't look like Luella.
Thank you. All right. Blake turns to
Was
this
it
person
that
and says,
hard?
"How on earth do you recognize her?
I can see many.
Did she take over a friend of yours?"
No, though I will know if she changes.
Don't worry.
As I like to keep track of my pupils.
Well, so do
I'm gonna
I,
turn
but
to
that's
Blake.
why I don't rip my eyes out.
I just
If
look
you're
back.
a real divination
know of
wizard,
you.
you could get that joke.
I know of you.
I'm gonna
So
look
tell
at
me,
Blake.
how has the mists been treating you?
The mists?
The myth.
Are you referring to the ones outside?
She just smiles as a finger draws a triangle.
Triangle.
Is that
Myths.
something I should recognize in character that I'm just not remembering?
Yes, it's the symbol of your goddess. It's your real goddess. The symbol of like misty, well, mist in a triangle, if I remember right.
Okay. I admit, I sort of forgot her name and stuff. All right. He goes,
All right. And who are you?
I completely miss your point, but at the same time, I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
missed her point. Missed.
She just giggles,
I hope you're not that much of a loner as you used to.
and she just
No
kind of looks
offense.
at Kill you. I've seen you.
Oh yes,
Most of your troubles are self-inflicted.
that they are.
And of course, he did ask. He did ask you just then. whether they were or not, which is very impressive for you to hear it when he said it so quietly.
I'm confused. Should I have heard that or not?
Yes.
No, I'm saying that in character, yeah. If that's
Alrighty.
what you mean.
Yeah, that's what Lorelai literally said.
Alrighty. Yep, that's absolutely true. I am my own worst enemy. Have you got a point to pointing that out to me?
Yes. Watch out. Yes. Duck. Do you
Oh.
duck?
So she told me to duck something.
No, she just told you to duck.
Oh,
Do
then
you duck?
should I do some sort of deck save to see if I respond quick enough?
Do you duck?
Yes, he would definitely duck.
All right, roll. All right. Then
He's a
Does a
clown.
15 hit you?
He's a clown. He's used to this kind of instant action due to
Yeah.
prompting.
all right, then does a 15 hit you?
No, it doesn't. Even
All
without
right,
even without my shield.
All right, you dodge. He throws the attack as he pulls out this dagger and tends to stab you in the back when you weren't looking.
Is that the guy I stabbed earlier in purpose?
Yes.
I like.
Hold still so I can give you a taste of your own medicine.
Ah, son of a! I am being attacked brutally and
You
unprovoked.
attacked me first.
Do that here.
I rolled that sleight of hand to make it look like an accident. So
I don't care if it was an accident or not. You
I'm
stabbed.
gonna put you down
I-
like a dog if you don't stop attacking my friend.
I like loudly get the attention of all the guards and the thugs inside the room and said, "Please protect me. This guy is attacking me with absolutely no justified reason."
I'm just gonna go stand by Storm and just stand over there, out of the way of this conversation.
He just kind of
How experienced?
he looks around the room. The thugs slowly, having caught the attention as they get closer. He just holds up, points the dagger at you. This isn't over. As he walks away angrily. It was nice seeing you all again, by the way,
I just-
except for you.
Well, you hadn't seen him before, so it's fine. You don't need to extend it.
Through, we didn't even like converse at all. Goodbye.
Yeah, as he just takes his plate of food that he came over here with and walked away.
on the
Goodbye,
comment
aeroplane. I mean Heathrow.
on the comment that this isn't over, I said, "Oh, I know," and I give him like a mocking smile, like I'm absolutely going to torment you in the future as well. And I turn to the divination wizard and say, "Wow, you're actually good at your craft." And then he like tries.
Actually, I just used my eyes. Something you should do more often.
Sure. And then he tries to shake her hand with like a thumbtack, like placed within his palm.
I'm gonna take a bite out of my food. I'm gonna be careful for the bone.
She
I'm
smiles
eating.
as she holds out her hand for a handshake.
Hmm.
And then as your hands start to get close, she reaches forward that gap, crossing that distance with her thumb and forefinger, grabbing the tack out from between your forefingers,
Yeah.
and switching in between hers before continuing in for the handshake.
Oh, she reversed the attack, did she? That's what she did. She reversed. Yeah.
You can read
Yeah.
minds better than
He-
Lozoka can.
He'll absolutely continue to shake the hand, not noticing. It's like it hurts him. It's like ah. He like looks at
Yeah,
his.
just take one piercing damage.
Yeah,
she
absolutely.
Just holds her hand.
He like looks at his.
Are you missing this?
Oh, he's like clutching his hands, like, oh, you really are good. I like you.
She just smiles as she takes a seat next to Zoka. So, how have you been?
I've been quite. Actually, no, I've been pretty horrible. But that's fine. Life is always negative.
Wait,
Hmm.
Zoka, when did you have a teacher? Is what Storm says.
Oh, I had her before we were employed here at Merlin's ship. Remember when I left?
Oh. No, because I was kidnapped.
Also
Oh
known
yeah,
as the
you were.
Eclipse, you've lived here
So
for a very long
unfortunate. I
time.
left my parents, went to her, and was away from my parents, and they died. I'm still here now,
Oh.
and I learned how to use this, and I just wave around the spell book.
Hmm.
Oh. Well, hello. I'm Zoka's new best friend.
New best friend. You've always been my best friend.
Aw, she like holds her heart. Her,
She just
her
kind
tail
of
curls up.
she just giggles and says, "Well, you are very friendly."
Friendly.
Aw.
Is everyone here telling such awfully blatant jokes?
No amount of foresight would have prepared
Blake
me
is
for that
just
one.
going to stand there and mentally envision multiple people being stabbed.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no one's gonna
no.
Right?
notice because your mind's
If
a
I were
minion.
playing my character from the Thursday campaign, I would have just donkey punched her in the back of the head. But unfortunately, I'm supposed to be being someone who doesn't give in to such vices, such as the need to attack people.
I
She just kind of
notice
giggles and then says, "Sorry, couldn't resist."
I notice Blake's discomfort
all.
and I like joke in front of her and says, "Oh, isn't it so good that we're friends?"
Blake says nothing, but writes a little note to himself on a piece of paper.
That was so bad. I may just kill ya.
Because
Oh,
of the
no.
name.
Blake makes a second note on the same piece of paper.
Honey, what are you writing?
Good question. Why were you crying?
Oh yeah, you
Let's
haven't
talk
told us.
about it later.
Talk about it now. We have time. We may not see each other again because it seemed like every mission we go on, we die at one point.
I mean, we're already 10 minutes late.
Who cares?
I mean, yeah, we have to get to the meeting.
We're Merlin's best. Who cares? They'll wait for us.
You it
Uh,
hasn't happened quite yet. You still have like half an hour
Oh,
as more
Okay.
people filter into the comments room.
So
Right,
shit, I
think
have to
You
room.
say
remember that
something.
bit where our GM asked if we wanted to continue doing this for a while, and we all said yes? That was what that meant.
Okay.
I thought
Yeah, I don't
most of
mind
us
this.
said no, we're fine to continue, but
I
okay.
said
Yeah, I'm
I
fine with
said I
this,
want
but
to
if
do it.
you want to move on, yeah, sure.
Eh. As you start writing things down, she'll uh, Lorelai will just reach into her vest and pull out a piece of paper folded in half and hold it out to you, Blake.
You're gonna want to add that one too.
Well, I will read what's written on the sheet of paper.
Got your nose, and you look
It
down, and your nose is gone.
it just has like 4 or 5 words on it. Just banana peel, a certain hallway, and a time.
Blake is going to shake his head. Do you not create these situations simply by existing? This particular brand of slapstick wasn't happening until you started predicting it would.
She just smiles and says, "Oh no, 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 no. If you want your revenge, well,
Oh, that's what you're going for.
Mhm.
All right, thank you.
I
I shall
figured
take
you'd
this
like
as penance.
I figured you'd like it. So tell me, how
Blake
have
puts
the
away
rest
the
of
piece
you
of
have been?"
paper.
I just told her it's been horrible for me, and she doesn't care. Well,
I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
she's my teacher.
That's
Well,
why
apparently.
I asked who she was.
Yeah, I said that. She's my teacher.
Yeah, I know.
She's a horrible racist.
She taught me the N word.
You see, she has used her powers of great foresight to understand that the white race really will inherit the earth.
Mm.
And she's kind of bitter about all the time wasted with the black people. Would have been
For
faster
black-
to get rid of them all straight away.
All the diversity hires, diversity students. Oh, how horrid.
I'll admit,
Once
I haven't.
again, I would appreciate it if nobody clips that and uses it to describe me in real life, because I only believe like half of what I just said.
Only half.
It's pretty
I
clear
have
you're
s-
joking.
Seeing your disappointed face, she just smiles gently at you. I have seen your woes. There is they are your burdens to bear. However, you have been facing them admirably for the most part.
It's talking about me, right?
Yes, she's talking directly to you.
Uh, I
Yeah.
mean, I assume. Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
She then looks to rest of you for just she's making small talk for a minute or two, as she has actually used divination magic to check up on the people who has been
Naughty girl.
interacting with her pupil, so she knows various things, but she doesn't know the entire story.
Alright.
Because
But-
Storm doesn't understand what she is. She just starts kind of explaining who she is. It's like, yeah, I'm
Oh.
his best friend from his childhood. Just like goes on like that.
Ah, well
I think
then.
Zoka identifies as female. Storm.
Yeah, I was gonna
Remember
say.
your best friend.
She,
That-
she.
That's what she meant by
Alright.
look out. That's what she meant about
Well,
look out for the
Malilla I
bone.
know was a
No,
girl,
it's fine.
but
I'm as female as whatever body I hijack it.
yeah, I'm going based off of the body. Aren't you in a male body right now?
No, I'm in a female one.
Oh, well, she. I'm sorry.
I lift up my. No, I don't.
I could solve
Rewind,
this.
I say she.
At
Just
this
pat
point,
Zoka.
not recognizing the new face as she walks into the breakfast area, you'll see Red Hood. This time, she has medium length horns, and her skin is grayish purple.
Oh
I-
no.
I just see the I see the horns waiting for the obvious joke to be told in anticipation.
Yeah,
I
they're,
see
they're like
you.
3,
You
4
woke
inches.
up on the right side of bed today.
They're like 3, 4 inches big. Oh, and well, I was coming out here to check up on the new person, but yes, in fact, I did. Woke up much more refreshed than I have in a long while, especially after seeing you all in a metaphorical ditch.
And your horns are looking particularly bright and shiny this morning.
We were in a
Ah!
ditch.
It's
Is all
it's
you
like
said.
it's like that
Maybe-
scene from Friends where Ross is wearing leather pants and it's
Man, I've worn tight pants before, and it's
Yeah.
an interesting experience.
Mm.
She just kind of pulls her hand up to him and kind of fingers one of them. Yeah, newest edition, but they're not uncomfortable, so
That lady has very large horns. Is no one going to mention the fact that that lady has very large horns?
It's normal.
Well,
Like,
That's
we were in a
the one that you're supposed to replace.
well, they are quite sharp. I'm sure I could stab you to get the point across.
Ah, well, it's not what I was thinking, but it works.
Alternatively, they could be good handholds. Anyway, so yeah, Storm wanted to ask you regarding your metaphor about a ditch.
Yes, well, seeing you all taking some rather potent drugs, if your stupor was anything to go by, and having to herd you all into your own rooms, I'm pretty sure at least a few of you didn't make it. Looks to kill you.
I like.
I am certainly sure the memory of your lost love appreciates you insulting her previous friends.
I yank up my collar
Yes, well, you
uncomfortably.
could do better, even if only for her sake. I don't know
She
what's
was my
coming
best
up,
I need
friend.
but
What
to
are you
remind
talking
you?
about?
Do I need to remind you of what we said when you met us at that location? That we were all near death and attempting to recuperate from the experience of being nearly killed.
and you couldn't have taken it after you weren't seriously and grievously injured.
We were fine. We
Would you
felt
have
I have
rather
fine.
us
no
take
idea
during the
what you
battle?
mean by that statement, but why are you being so shitty for no reason?
Yeah. What have I ever done to you?
Do you
Maybe
think
it's a
Pamela
lot.
would want you acting like this, Red Hood?
She would want the best for all of us.
Yeah,
Okay,
and the
good.
best
So that's
would
for
have been
all
the
of us
body
and
to
being a
drug
bitch.
consumption like we had then and right there.
And after being seriously, grievously injured. Although, who is this?
I'm just like.
Lorelai just gives a wave.
My professor from when I was a teenager. Or, well, whatever
Apparently,
you
she's a
call.
woman of some kind, although I don't see the resemblance.
Ah, I'm actually a higher ranking mage that prefers to do my studies in peace. I occasionally take on a pupil. I have taken on another one, though having
Well,
Merlin
if you-
coach mine is annoying.
Is that like the mage
What
equivalent
about
of a
your new
your mama
pupil? Are
joke?
they as good as me?
You were saying there was like three voices, three voices. Halo and
Halo, go
Horse.
first.
I said, was that the mage equivalent of a your mama joke saying a higher level mage so and so, as they care about status and whatnot?
more of finding good students is sorry, in game. More of finding students is hard, as it takes the right mindset to train a certain way.
Alrighty, Horse, you go.
Is this new student any good? Better than me? And I point to myself with a thumb.
Ah, far less in tune with magic than I would like, but I
If you
don't
need
see
someone-
them ever reaching Archmage with this kind of studies.
What are you going to do about
Ah.
orcs?
Perhaps you need someone to kick them into shape. Preferably someone with smaller feet.
Oddly enough, it was an orc.
Oh wow, maybe I'm a divination wizard.
Oh no, it's just the nearby tribe was destroyed by some adventurers. The only remainder was some child of the shaman.
That sounds like some sort of long in book series I heard about. Lord of the
May
something.
I ask you a question?
Red Hood, you who? Because there's multiple NPCs
That would
here.
be you, the one that isn't the one without the horns.
Okay.
You're not
Yes.
responding, so I'm going to
Yes.
assume the answer is yes. May I ask you a second question?
Second question.
Of course, I'm always eager to indulge in curiosity. Knowledge is power, after all.
All right then, I'm gonna tack on a third one anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So can you read minds?
With through spells, innately I cannot.
Well, that was my third question. Carry on.
Of course. You've woken up particularly grumpy this morning, by the way. Might want to go get that fixed before your mission, she says, looking to Red Hood. Red Hood just looks annoyed that
Mhm.
this person thinks she knows better than her and walks off.
She
You can almost
read
kind
minds.
of see her kind of like steaming mad.
Yeah. I just turned to the rest of the people and said, "Man, is she always that bitchy?"
I honestly
don't know.
didn't pay any attention to her before, but I'll go with yes.
She wasn't like rubbing faces with her past best friend. No, yeah, what Blake said.
And Storm is also here, isn't that right, Storm?
I am here.
She's munching on
way,
the fish.
Lorelai.
Right.
Are you as much as a loner as I saw you last time?
I have one extra servant. Apparently, one of them didn't want to serve some minor lord. Or some dragonoid. I don't know. His name wasn't ever important enough to remember.
Who doesn't want to serve a dragon lord?
Yeah, there's lots of kobolds could fill in that position.
Oh no, it was human. What was the name of the lord? Recently had a daughter's death?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Ah,
If the,
yes, that
Oh
guy.
dear.
King Orkai?
Oh, yes,
Ah, yes,
him.
King Orca.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
yes, him. He's never particularly important enough to remember. He stays to his own little corner and leaves me out of it.
So he's
So-
a servant of yours.
So you trained his daughter?
One of his servants didn't wish
Oh.
to stay with him after the collapse of
Whoa.
a mansion. It's a museum now, I think.
Mausoleum.
Museum. What's so historic about it? Was it some king?
The what about it?
She said that the mansion is now a museum.
Yeah.
Yes,
What's so
mausoleum.
historic about it?
Which-
Sorry.
Mausoleum.
Which she
Oh,
confused.
mausoleum.
Oh, I thought she confused it as a museum.
I
from-
meant mausoleum.
As-
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. Although Pama would have liked that, a whole museum dedicated to her.
It would be kind of short, but you know, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
She had many quests which she started.
The
Oh,
end.
The
Um,
end.
She's quite skilled and does actually show quite a small amount of promise with magic.
Hmm.
If my current pupil fails, I'm thinking of taking her on. And I can keep the Clowertine tower clean at the same time, too.
Yeah. So everyone's a winner.
What, can't you employ the orc to clean the floors?
I honestly thought that's what she
It
did.
takes most of his focus to learn magic, and even then, he's only barely managing.
Have you considered the possibility that you are not the right person to look after him in the first place?
There's this Mal lady
It's
I
e-
heard about. She sounds really good.
It's either the nearby village of humans or the nearby village of tieflings, to be honest, or leave him on his own.
I'd say humans. Humans do seem to be more versatile, and I raise my hand.
You
Hmm.
want
You
a pupil?
referring to them being easier to brainwash?
No, they just seem to be good at most things.
Are you
Well,
gonna have
thank
a
you.
pupil one day, horse?
Oh, yes.
What did Vixie say?
Are you gonna have a pupil one day?
I'm not sure. It depends on how long I live.
Okay.
Both, not naturally. I mean,
Because that's kind of interesting to see you as like a teacher.
you see me as a fine teacher.
It may be to the benefit of society at large that you don't teach them to do any of the things that you have done in my presence.
Ah, so I see. So
Life
not magic,
experience.
right?
As this conversation is going on, Lorelai kind of snaps as there's the "oh yeah" moment as she reaches into her robe, reaches into her robes with her hands, shuffles around for a moment before pulling out a book, and starts flipping through it towards the middle-ish endish.
Oh,
And-
she probably knows about the stuff I've done. Oh dear.
And she starts looking. Ah, that reminds me. Closes the book and then reaches in and pulls out a little present.
Mhm.
Holds it
I'm
out for
very
you.
upset about the rape you were complicit in. Just saying.
Yeah.
You
Wait, what?
probably shouldn't have done that.
She pulls out a little a small box. Kind of looks like it could hold, I don't know, a mouse. About that size.
Huh. I didn't think anyone appreciated me that much. Take the gift, and I open it.
Wow. Verming on the dinner table. Isn't that pleasant? Breakfast table.
You see inside is rolled up gloves.
Alrighty.
Leather rolled up gloves. For your pet.
My pet.
Your doggy.
Oh.
Your dog?
Oh yeah, that was very painful.
Honestly, long leather gloves do sound like the kind of thing that Storm would wear, so I had a moment there.
She just goes, I actually that one was actually a rather vivid uh, oh, I don't remember what the exact term for this is. Like
Vivid scenery, vivid sight.
Premonition?
premonition, thank you. Yeah.
You know when I feel
It's
pain?
usually vivid premonition as she kind of rubs her hand where you remember getting bit.
Ah, I see. Do you always feel me when I feel pain?
I am from a
I am
lineage of
again
Cthulhu.
brought back to considering the rape scenario.
What?
I'm from a long lineage of seers. Sometimes my premonitions can be stronger than most. She
Okay.
says, frowning. You see her kind of get she kind of misty eyes for a moment she, as she's clearly thinking about at least one or two very unpleasant situations.
Mm.
Critic. A
Yeah.
while ago, did you say that we know how to like activate the eggs that we have, like just
Yes.
naturally?
Yeah,
Yes.
like they put them in
There
water
is
and
no natural. They will continue to be eggs until you activate them. And the only thing you do to activate them is stick them in hot water. Let them
Okay,
soak
that's
for like
true
10
of
minutes
all of them. Okay,
of
Yeah,
every
I just
single one.
haven't done mine yet.
and we just know that. Okay.
And it has to be specifically warm water.
All right.
So if you drop it in the
So
ocean, they should not. Should not.
okay, but if I
Unless
piss
it's a
on
really
them,
hot ocean.
Yeah, well, it might.
maybe.
If you piss on it, it might. It takes a little while for it to activate. It's a 10-minute
fine.
activation.
You have to
It
pee
wasn't.
for 10
It
minutes.
wasn't my plan. I just said that, but it's because if I didn't know, I was gonna ask the divination wizard. But apparently, I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also, I
As
think
long as it's liquid and warm, it should fix. It should work in the situation.
also Storm, you have like Pamel's egg she got as well from the
yeah.
thingamajig.
I didn't know if I got that or not.
Yeah.
Not one of the ones from her uterus. One of the ones she got.
Oh
No,
no.
I got Pamela's uterus.
I have her eyeball on it. Look, the eyeball.
That's disturbing.
Just the whole thing, like a wet bag, just flicking,
That's
just whipping
disturbing.
at people. Look what I got! Oh God, please don't touch me with it.
Oh fuck. Anywho, that disturbing image out of my head. Continue.
Yeah, as you kind of, and as I guess you guys are all reminded that your eggs do in fact exist.
Exist.
You hear, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. I'm just here to visit. I'm not here to do anything else.
Wow.
Hey, as you see this guy pop up.
Who the hell is he?
Chungus?
Wow.
Oh,
Lots
come
of.
on, you guys remember me? I was the one that dressed sharp. He says, taking his collar and making sure it's straight.
Never
I
seen you
apologize.
before.
I haven't heard far too many sharp puns in the last 5 minutes, so I totally understand who you are.
From the training grounds.
Nope.
Do you recognize who I am?
Blake. Come on.
Good.
I remember Red Hood. Where's Pamel though? I've been away for a while.
Okay, so you know the ground that we're standing on. She's about 6 feet below that now.
We're actually in a ship right now, Blake. Sorry. We're far above the ground.
You know the
Did-
ground that we usually stand on.
There you go.
6 feet below that.
Well, we sleep for 50% of the time, so.
Oh, did she at least die with dignity?
No.
Well, as I, Blake, am
True.
proud to tell you that she most certainly did.
Are you
He
meaning
did not.
Pamela?
She
He
died
means
like a dog.
Are we talking about Pamela?
We are
We are
talking about
talking
Pamela,
about
yes.
Okay, she starts crying again.
Just
That's probably what she's crying about.
He comes over there and gives you a hug.
Hey,
Excuse me, sir, do we know you?
He's
just rushes in and does that before I can. That's mean.
You're like, dude, that's my wife.
that's my fiance.
my-
Punches him out.
he just
What are
kinda
you
gives
doing touching my stuff?
Oh, you're an item. Sorry, not
Yes, yes.
don't mean to take. I just sorry about reminding.
No, it's okay. I totally understand. I too quite like randomly touching her while she cries.
I was help her out. You know
It's
what?
okay. You're just digging a deeper ditch for you. Just take it.
It's not an incorrect statement, but it also, phrased that way, sounds incredibly awful, which is one of my favorite things to do in life.
The marriage
Alright.
contract did say she was property, so
Oh, I
That's
know
why
just
I
the thing.
said to "You're an item." Yes, she is.
Oh, I know just the thing. As you see Lorelai get up and hold out a present for him as she sits back down with a, I know some with a very smarmy smirk on her face. She goes, here we are. Here, have a heart-shaped box. As she holds it over to Vixie.
Oh, okay. She takes the box.
There's a human heart inside it.
I mean, that's hardly the worst human body part that could be inside it.
I have an eye in my
A human
pocket.
uterus inside it.
As you open it up, it's like sweet bread, small little treats, candy, thing like that. A little bit of sugar always helps cheer me up.
She kind of sniffs it, and she's like, I don't know
Wow,
what I would like
you
with
should
this.
try cocaine. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I don't think cocaine
Uh,
exists.
Blake will reach over, sort of take a piece out of the box, sniff it, and then go, "It's okay, try it."
All right, tell you what. You can make cocaine if you gain expertise / proficiency.
You should try
in-
drugs. There you go.
or herbalist
takes-
kit, depending.
She takes a bite out of the thing.
He doesn't
It's
know
It's
either.
bread.
It's sweets. It looks like a little small. It's the equivalent of a box of chocolates, except it's ye olden times. So it's like sweet bread, and
I
maybe like candy sugar or
Pretty sure it's
crystal-
Would she have
chocolate.
eaten
No,
sugar?
that sugar would be nicer in a
or-
soup.
Would she have eaten like sweets before though?
It's been offered all the time.
She's a cat.
Okay.
Of course, she'd like be naturally.
No, she had cotton candy specifically
Oh,
at
true.
the fair thing before.
So
Yeah,
she
that
eats
too.
it, and she's like, "Oh, okay."
This is odd looking cotton
I
Yeah.
candy.
just wanted to make sure it was okay.
Yeah, most people like heart-shaped boxes.
Storm now has
I like
diabetes.
you.
Do you have any box-shaped hearts?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I
What-
see you're not catering to everyone.
Yeah.
What about the box people who all their appendages are boxes, and even all their organs are boxes?
Yeah.
That's pretty able.
I mean, that is a Cards Against Humanity pack.
Oh,
What would you put inside a dick-shaped box, for instance?
I don't know, vagina.
I don't
So,
know.
what
That's
would you put in
cucumber.
there, Julia? What would you?
Oh,
Or potatoes.
probably
Probably something stiff.
probably 2 eyeballs and a torn out tongue. I'm guessing.
I have an eyeball.
Again, I need to remind you that your upbringing was not a normal one, or a good one. You should keep that in mind when
Noted.
you speak.
Don't worry, we'll show you enough love that you will forget why you didn't want to do it.
We'll show you so much love that you'll hate your family.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is basically the tone of the conversation.
Well, maybe we'll
Oh.
find my real life parents one day, and I can get vengeance on those bastards.
That's why. Fix it.
I mean, it could be interesting to find your real life parents. Actually,
Hmm.
divination woman lady, do you know how to find the biological parents of children?
Ooh.
You know what would be a wonderful thing to help cheer people up? Here, I know a tune. As he kind of gets up on a table and starts playing.
I think we're all ignoring them for the advice of the divination wizard.
Sorry, was looking for something the last 10 seconds. What's up?
I think
Oh,
we're.
I see. Well, the previous thing was me asking the divination wizard if she knew how to find the biological parents of us children.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm to be honest. Theoretically, divination could do it, but I don't know if a spell has been created to do so. That could be my next project.
Perhaps just an upcasted find locate creature.
Well, you gotta be able to give us something. Like, are they still
Well, okay.
alive?
Your parents,
Well,
Pamela.
locate creature is a good starting point.
Mm.
If
We
you
also- there's
used blood, if you used a bit of the related family member's blood, you could, as a material component, along with a few alterations upon the base spell itself, you probably could. It is theoretically possible.
Well, let's
You're
do
not
it. I would
wrong.
love to
We
know.
can bring Pamela back.
That's not what
That's
we're
a
talking
different
about.
question, Storm. Storm, look, I'm going to actually like put my arm on her shoulder and go.
Actually, that
Bringing
is
back Pamel requires a wish spell. All right, that's
Oh,
what
okay.
we need. If that's
Oh.
what you want.
Okay,
oh,
Something an archmage can do, which
That's-
is
is what she just says as he explains.
that does remind me. I don't know what happened to your friend. It's been obscured. It was obscured to me. A lot of the premonitions I get nowadays are heavily obscured. It's very strange. So, what did happen?
She lived a long and productive life that lasted about 15 seconds after she was murdered.
I was gonna say until she didn't.
Oh, thank you? She looks confused.
Yeah, that wasn't the best description of what happened.
Well, if you're curious as to the specifics, I'll let the rest of them fill you in.
Pamela died.
Are you going to at
Bye.
least is somebody going to at least bring up the death type Grim Reaper figure that we saw that was
Yeah.
involved in the whole situation?
She was quite literally reaped from this world by a reaper thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you know what type of creature it was?
No. Do I know what type of
I
creature
think it was a
Gar?
banshee or something, right?
Roll me. Yeah, what's your passive arcana?
It's a
Passive
pass-
Arcana plus 17.
How do you even calculate that?
You don't know exactly what it is, and you didn't really have the chance to really examine it, but you've definitely got the feelings of the feeling of divine and undeath energy.
Necrotic.
Necrotic, yes. Divine and necrotic. A strange mixture.
Divine and necrotic. Divine and necrotic, so perhaps something related to a grave domain.
Maybe a fallen angel. Who knows?
Fallen
Oh.
angel?
Oh, wow.
Doesn't
it
give
wasn't
me
a pleasant fight. It drained me of basically my ability to move and think and function.
Yeah, that wasn't very pleasant. Not very nice of it either.
Oh.
It's like being tired to the point of death.
Do you still have exhaustion points?
No.
Not anymore, no.
Yeah.
My character in the Thursday campaign still has exhaustion points.
Since when?
Since I stayed up all night and took a shit ton of drugs so I could cut a genie's head off.
Oh.
That is the reason.
Good job, you're productive.
Oh. At this time, there's been a lot of fucking around, and it's like 10 minutes till the meeting. As even now, as a few last people scramble into the cafeteria looking for food. Although, with the upcoming meeting, a lot of the food stores have been a lot of the on-hand food stores have been depleted, so you can kind of hear them hear their disappointment as they go to get a certain type of food and is stuck with other more disgusting tasting types.
See, there's another tabaxi in there somewhere who's like really sad about that fish.
Yeah.
Storm's
As the-
just
as
eating it
the,
happily.
As the counter boy goes, no, we don't have any more fish. Most of the meat is gone.
And Pip
Why
looks
is all the
devastated.
rum gone?
Ah, You're just late. We'll have to go pull some out of storage, but by the time it thaws, well, it'll be too late. At least for breakfast. However, we should have our stocks refilled by lunchtime.
Well, this random tabaxi has got a lot of screen time.
I want to go say hi to this tabaxi because I haven't seen another tabaxi on this.
Okay, we're
Shit.
doing it. We're just inventing a character.
Oh, okay.
Finally, the stage is set for the threesome.
All right, give me a second. I need to go do a thing.
I want to
No.
know this tabaxi.
Give me a second.
I know.
No. No.
It's alright, they'll be dead soon.
I'm still gonna get to know them.
As you approach the tabaxi, they suddenly
you
begin
approach
to
the
fall
tabaxi?
apart.
As you approach the tabaxi,
Twig!
it looks familiar.
Damn.
Wait. Yeah, that's Twig.
It's Twig.
I bring him fish if I have fish.
No, it's been long enough that you probably ate
No.
it.
I'm sad.
You just turn to the cafeteria guys, like, give this
Yeah.
man a fish now.
Someone can, if one of you wants to play Twig, feel free. But I will say that Twig does kind of take a sniff as he smells a familiar scent of Sister.
What type of person is Twig?
Aha.
Give this man a fish. He'll eat
Well,
for a
if
day.
someone was voicing the tabaxi earlier, they can continue.
Oh yeah.
Aha.
You betcha.
Storm, it is you.
Wait, what?
It is so
What?
good to see you, my sister.
I can't remember what this character was
Fine,
like
here.
at all, so I've got nothing.
I just know he's my brother.
He's kind of got a quiet confidence to him, far as I can tell.
Please, are you
I
going
mean,
to
he
give
lived
me?
he lived through his wild sister and his headstrong father, and living with a giant arachnid. He has his own pet arachnid. This
Mm.
dude's seen some shit. He can handle it.
Are you going to give me a hug or just stand there?
Hug.
Hug. He embraces her too.
You know, I didn't actually give you a hug the night I got kidnapped, and I haven't really hugged you since.
Ah, well, there'll be plenty of time for hugs now that I'm working on the ship with you.
Wait, really?
Yes, I have a job here and everything.
Yeah, you're usually working the city as a basically a hired guard with a lot of the thugs,
Oh.
with various thugs, the lower end of adventurer help. But you've also been called in with a lot of the other thugs.
Yes, I have been hired
Well,
temporarily to the Eclipse. It's so good to know that you'll be around.
I
I'm
know.
gonna wander
And I
over
look
this
at the,
conversation.
I look at the chef and I go, "Get him a fish!
Ma'am,
Get him a fish!"
Do an
Oh,
intimidation
my
roll.
brother.
Storm.
He kind of looks around. He reaches in. He reaches down into a bucket. As you see him pull out a trash can, and he pulls out a severed fish head that still has a little bit of skin and meat on it.
No, get him a good fish.
Blake is gonna arrive at this point in the conversation
Right.
and just kind of say, you know, there's some food left in Pip's room, probably. I doubt he finished the whole fish I sent him by himself.
Ah,
Also, hi, who are you?
oh, I am Twig,
remember Twig?
Storm's sister. And who might
Brother.
you be?
Brother.
Brother.
Brother. Who might you
Hello
be?
there, Twig.
Did I really say sister?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You should know Twig from childhood, because remember on that spider escapade, he
Mhm.
was with us.
Yeah.
So you know of him.
Oh, you look
Oh,
so
that's
different.
Twig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his brother.
It's my brother.
I understand that we're both rather taller now, and one of us is much more handsome. You?
Well, I don't like to brag.
I mean, he just said it. I'm being overwhelmingly nice. Isn't that weird?
Oh, please. It is so good to meet the friends of my sister again. Yes, you
Not
like,
just friends.
oh, is there something more between you two?
My
Okay,
kid.
out of character, I really didn't wanted to say yes, my penis, but I'm not going to say that in character. Uh, just yes. Okay, sorry.
Oh, then
A
it is a
little
family
something,
reunion.
perhaps.
It is, and he goes up and like literally embraces you in a hug as well.
Remember, I have a nephew. Or you
Ah,
have a nephew.
well,
Oh yeah,
yes.
that's true.
Because I
That would
told him
be
at the
the Pip I
funeral.
spoke of earlier.
Oh, you have children. This is wonderful news.
Just one.
I told you at the funeral, and it's just one.
Oh, do forgive me. It's been a hectic week for me, but I'd very much like to meet this child.
Well, if you go back to his room, well, I guess it's my room. After we're
It
done
is
with the
your room.
meeting, you can meet him.
Oh, it's wonderful. Well, will you be accompanying me?
Of course.
Don't see why not.
Ah, marvelous. I'll just finish. But there's no need to worry, my sister. I'll just have a chicken. He says to the server. It is
Get
fine.
him chicken.
Yeah.
She's just like,
Storm,
get him
I
chicken.
know. Storm, you don't need to order for him. The guy can get a chicken.
He's my baby brother. I gotta help him.
Oh, is my
She's
my
He's
big
about a
missed
sister.
all
foot
of it.
taller than you.
Because she missed all the time he kind of grew up.
Yeah.
She still kind of sees him as her little brother.
Lorelai gets up and goes
Oh,
over there.
I see. My big sister
Having,
is still so.
listened to all this.
Yeah, sorry. I see my big sister is still so protective. It's just good to know you're still the same person.
Ah, hello. I'm afraid we haven't met. And the music stops as Emil goes over there, and you hear him, and he says, "I don't know you either. Who are you?"
I'm confused what happened.
I believe the generic NPCs who are around the conversation have decided to ask who Twig is.
Oh, who are these random people? I'm terribly.
Ah, I.
Basically, everyone we've spoken to
Oh, I
spoken
see.
to today, other than
Oh,
Heathrow.
oh, is this more friends of yours, big sister Storm? I am Twig, a little sister to Storm here. It is
Little
a
brother.
My girl.
Still, brother, I understand that you may have had some moments growing up, but
You know what? No.
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
make
no,
that
no,
a trait where he's
no,
like he
stop.
goes undercover, dresses a woman a lot, and he's just.
You know what? Every time you say it, including the last one, roll me a d100.
Alright. Oh god, the dice roller. Where is it?
We can sleep with.
Can someone roll it for
Storm's
me? I'm having
brother.
difficulty.
yeah, the threesome's back on, everyone.
There we go. The threesome
No,
is
it's not
indeed.
my sibling.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can all be related.
Ah, I'm afraid I'm merely but an acquaintance through my own pupil. She gestures a hand to Zoka.
Hey,
It
I did
is a.
ask him, how's our favorite lady killer doing? Since it seems like he's gonna be all, I am Mr. Handsome Man here.
I mean, is he really your favorite murderer?
Lady Killer, are you talking about Brave Needle or the
No,
orc?
Twig.
a Twig, yeah. Because I knew him as well.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
When I find him handsome.
Okay, he is not going to recognize you.
Definitely not.
Oh yeah, I forget. Well, that's natural for me.
It is a
'cause I-
delight to meet so many new people at
Yeah.
once. Please.
Oh yeah.
And he just hugs them all as well.
Do you remember Luella? Well, this is the evil monster that was possessing her the whole time you knew her.
Oh,
Say
Luella.
hello.
The
I
one
wouldn't
with the
say monster.
Okay,
the X.
fine. Monstar. Better?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure,
Luella, the one with the interesting mind powers. It is so good to see you again.
whatever. Hey, I dyed my hair. Puberty was a very good thing for me.
I see. And you've grown
You
taller
invented
too.
another body.
This is good.
5-minute call. Fast warning.
Oh, let's all go.
Ah, we're going to.
Fine.
Ah, then
See
let
you
us go
next-
see my nephew.
Catch me
No.
later. I'll buy you a beer.
We have the meeting.
We have the meeting first, then the nephew.
Ah, very well. I shall wait for you here.
Nah, you're going to the meeting too.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
you have to do the
I didn't know
meeting.
he grabs
Pretty
his
much
chicken.
everybody
Later,
that's
I will buy
pretty much
you a
everybody that's
beer.
gone into the cafeteria is going to the meeting.
All right,
So not
he he grabs his chicken and just numbs it on the way, I guess.
Right.
Sir, didn't you want that cooked first? Sir!
He doesn't hear
His body can handle it.
It's just a raw chicken.
I play a Kenku Crow in the other campaign, and I quite often am just eating bloody raw or rotten meat in front of the rest of the party, and there's a lot of conversations like that.
Very good.
Like, dude, why do you keep an entire, like, just dead raw pig in your bag of holding? Well, what if I get hungry?